Quench my thirst, baby. Got to get inside me. Quench my hot spot. Earning, yearning for my thoughts.
And what is one of your favorite beverages, and what are we drinking today?
Well, I'm glad you said one of my favorite beverages. This is a vegetable juice. I started running about 8 years ago, and this really helps me, and I've become quite hooked on it. This one is a mixture, all organic ingredients: cucumber, an apple, a lemon, a big chunk of ginger, parsley, fennel, and a bit of red beet. And I'm thirsty, so.
Put out the fire, now throw me in a trench, cause I gotta get drenched. Just
Did you put chia seeds in that? It looks kind of gelled.
It does look gelled, and actually I don't know exactly what, but it's really, I don't think I put enough liquid.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is carrot, apple, spinach, celery, and a little bit of probiotic
Oh, excellent.
mixed in. So this is a little more, well, actually no, I taste both. There's fruit and veggie in there, and I really like it. The thing I think a lot of people can't get over is the crazy look of it. It looks bizarre and like it won't taste good. And every drink I ever make is really quite good. And is that what you found?
Yes, and actually, 7 years ago, I was visiting my close friend and favorite drummer in the world, Alan Jones, in Portland, and he gave me for the very first time kefir, or some people call it kefir. It's a fermented milk product like yogurt, and I bought on the internet this little bunch of the organism, whatever you want to call it, and so I've been drinking that every day for 7 years, and it's really kind of like a monster. It grows, and I've been giving it to my friends, and so I'm 58 years old now, and I am aware of the wear and tear that my previous lifestyle excesses exacted on my body, and so running and eating really well and drinking, or let's say eating probiotics every day is really important to me, because I feel great all the time, and I wake up feeling good, and my body is healthy, and I'm just so grateful for that, because my mom died of cancer, and I just know so many people that have had serious illnesses, and my dad just had surgery a couple of days ago, and he's 91. We were worried he wasn't going to make it through the general anesthetic, but he called me afterwards. Yeah, I'm doing fine. So, yeah, it's a good thing. So, among my favorite drinks are these health supporting drinks. And I do also like a very good espresso or a cappuccino. And as soon as I finish this, since in Vienna, it's 5:30 in the afternoon, I'm going to break into one of my other favorite drinks, which is a porter beer. But let's get into some other things first. Years ago, my first trip to Norway. Hey, Darren, I'm starting to get thirsty for my second favorite drink.
Quench my thirst, baby. Got to get inside me. Quench my hot spot.
We have been enjoying our nice veggie drinks, which make us feel good, but there's another drink that makes us feel good too. So what do you got, Andy? What are you switching to? And by the way,
Okay.
I've never had a guest switch drinks in the middle of the show, so I love your style, man.
Okay, well, it's a boundary smashing time today. This is an Austrian beer, or is it German? It might be German.
Same thing, right?
It's a port. Yeah, same thing, exactly. Just like, Canada's the 51st state, right?
Yeah.
And Mexico is part of Texas, as far as I know.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is a porter, and it's organic, and it's 6.9% alcohol, and yeah. So I was going to get a stout, but I couldn't get to the beer specialty shop, so
I did get to the beer specialty
Oh,
shop.
that's very good. And you know, of course, why they call it porter, right?
Explain it to us.
Because the working men who carried things in London, the porters who carried heavy things between the ships and the transportation on land, they wanted a heavy but still refreshing beer at the end of their day, and so the porter style is a dark roasted style of beer. Chocolate, coffee, and beer are all, ooh, yeah. They all have similar flavor elements that come from the carbonation, the carbon. You could even say the burning, the roasting of the coffee bean, the chocolate bean, or in the case of beer, it's the barley. That's so the barley is sprouted, then it's the sprouting process is stopped by heat, and so that's when they roast it, and they roast the barley to a dark color. It's not burned, it's actually what's that word, caramelized.
Yes.
And so there's a caramel flavor in it that I very much like.
Since it's morning here, I thought I'd go for the oatmeal milk stout.
Mm-hmm.
And I had never had this one before. I like to kind of try new things. So Finkel and Garf. Who knew?
Okay.
And so yeah, it
How
says
is it?
smooth, malty, chocolatey.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well,
here's to you.
here's to you, yeah, and here's to music and communication. And I did not know, Darren, that we shared so many viewpoints about life. We haven't had much of a chance to actually talk. If I'd gone on the road with you back when you were trying to get me to go on the road with you in 2000.
Yep.
Yeah. But my daughter had just been born and I didn't want to go on the road.
No, that was
She's
the
now
wise
20 years old. And so I'm ready now, man. Let's go. Actually,
Yeah.
no, I'm not ready.
I ended up, my sister Dawn Kramer, we just featured her last week on Sonic Tonic. She plays trumpet. Got her on the tour, and then I ended up calling Art Hayes, who was a
Yes.
great sax player that went to North Texas.
Right.
So we had fun, toured for a year with Matchbox 20, Rob Thomas, and all, and it was great. You would have enjoyed it, but yeah, timing does matter.
Yeah. When I moved to New York in 1987, after getting my master's degree at Miami, I had this idea that I would, I don't know, I didn't even really know what I was doing. I was just, okay, let's do it. And when I think now, I mean, you mentioned something earlier about, we are in this moment. In other words, I am sitting in my chair in my apartment in Vienna now because of the choices I made every single day of my life. And so sometimes I think, if I had really gotten my wish to have the kind of career that I thought I wanted to have, would I actually have enjoyed it as much as the life that I have had? And so, thinking, all right, I get a beautiful child into my life, and then I go on the road. And then I come back and I go, who are you? And she looks at me and says, who are you? I didn't want that. And so I chose not to do that. And I'm really glad. I mean, I'm sure we would have had a great time. This is something I like to tell students, that the greatest work of art that you will ever create is yourself, your life. And so you mentioned something like this, who do you want to be as a musician? Who do you want to be as a person? What kind of life experiences do you want to have in your life that reflect your principles and your values, and leave you able to wake up in the morning and feel good? Now, we're unfortunately a bit tight for time because I I forgot that you're 8 hours away instead of 7 hours away, and I had to go pick somebody up at the train station